No, we just be
No, I'll
quiet.
hold.
It's
I'll
a
hold on to
dark
it.
bird at night. I doubt anything even sees it. It's probably just stuck in a tree or something.
Like a kite, just like It's an NPC stuck in a wall, but it's a fucking bird stuck in a tree. Fuck.
Probably, if he gets stuck well enough. You ever
Who
see a
turned
bird get
clipping
stuck in
off?
a fence,
Come on.
Doublefirth?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Elberford, you don't hear a whole lot. You hear mostly just the heavy breathing of your team as they try and start to get some rest after a interesting day.
I like to think I hear the gentle sound of fire lapping at my soul, as I hear every night when I just
The
my
fuck?
night terrors, just really getting
All right.
Vietnam era flashbacks right now of Dragonfire.
Yeah, probably, man. That was a pretty harrowing experience. So your watch goes. You don't really notice anything. You kind of like realize you zoned out for a minute. Everything seems okay. You wake up Shen, who's actually just been
Feel like
resting,
I
set up.
like I wake up and I just see Elfirth like sitting there, eyes straight ahead, eyes wide open. He's not blinking. I'm just like, are you well,
Yes.
Sir Elfirth?
Just turn. My eyes don't move off of where they were staring, but my head turns and be like, the snozberries taste like snozberries.
Eldridge is super high
Ew.
right next to him.
Why don't the two of you get some rest?
Do you want any?
Yes.
That's quite
I
all right.
hold up the bowl.
I actually am incapable of being affected by any sort of drugs.
That is a crying shame.
I actually quite enjoy it. I worked very hard for this.
Ah, well, I guess more power to you then.
That was
It's
the
really
idea.
funny.
Yeah, well, I
I'm
All
just gonna
right.
like blink. Is he unconscious?
yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. Max, would it be safe to say that I've benefited from a short rest during my brief nap?
Yes.
Okay. That will give me back my guy points. And let's see how much I heal. I mean, I might as well just pop all my hit dice about the long rest, so. Yeah, that's an auto. Auto max HP. Okay. Now I will roll my check. 26.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
26 is really good. Um, so first thing that you notice is these three creatures next to you seem to just like be twitching, like nervously like twitching and like can't really sit still.
Beastman?
Looking around. Um, these critters right here.
Right. I'm gonna kind of
They
like.
make like
Oh.
soft noises, like a little bit of like wheezing, heavy breathing, weird animal noises, like the pig. But yeah, they seem very uneasy.
I'll approach them.
This. Oh, okay.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I thought you were done.
No, one more thing. I'm gonna say that another thing that you hear with 26 is super high. Um, Off in the distance, you do hear what you think is maybe um a muffled shout. Maybe
Coming
someone
from.
just talking real loud. Maybe you're not sure. Definitely sounded like a voice.
Is that like from where we came from? The stump?
Absolutely.
So
Oh
we discovered
god.
what happened. I'm gonna walk over to these guys. Just gonna go. Greetings. Are the three of you not trying to sleep? You seem unsettled.
You can see one of the fawn, half goat, half man creatures like doesn't really seem capable of human speech. Just, the other pig guy seems to be able to talk a little bit.
Discord doesn't like this voice, remember?
Oh yeah, shit, forgot. Sorry. He wheezes. He comes.
What?
He comes.
What?
Who is he?
Oh,
Still didn't get that.
Hooded Lord, he says.
Oh.
Is that the Lord of the Baneford?
They seem to just like twitch, like they don't really recognize what that is.
The man from the castle to the north of here.
They don't seem to understand. They seem like they're kind of shot.
I'm gonna walk.
You would hear one more thing.
Oh.
Up above you, after maybe about an hour or so, fluttering of some wings of a bird flying very fast, and then it's gone.
Just like, do I know what kind of bird at all? Or
Make a nature check.
like, is it something that would naturally be here? I guess is what I'm trying to. I don't know. Seems normal to me. Must have been an owl.
Yeah, it's a night bird.
They had important bird business.
Yeah, ye old dark finch. You know.
Something must have startled that perfectly normal bird that's definitely supposed to be here in the forest. And I guess I'm just gonna like keep like a hyper vigilance in the direction that we came from, and just like use my 26 to the best of my abilities to see if anybody's coming for us.
Okay. Yeah, 26 is really good. So you feel like you remain pretty sharp your whole watch.
Yeah.
Not hearing much. After about maybe another hour, you start to hear some of the traditional, night activity from just animals and wind and creatures that might be nearby, but nothing threatening. And your watch concludes. You can go ahead and wake up Rickar and Vago, who already rolled over here.
I'm definitely gonna give them a report on what our compatriots said and about the noise I heard coming from the stump area. But I will leave out the detail about the bird because I think that's normal.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Fair enough.
All right.
Did I dream
Rickar
about
and
anything?
Vago. Nothing that I'd made you dream.
Okay. I dreamt about money.
All those zappy dollars.
All right,
The
Scrooge,
zappy bucks.
Take it easy.
Cash in your royalties when we get back.
Those zappy dragons, baby. They're making a boatload. um, so you guys wake up. You have had your rest. You're good to go. You see Jen, and he tells you what's up. You can keep a pretty good eye for the rest of the night. But nothing really happens at all. Right as the dawn starts to break, peak of light starts to come through. You see a raven come flying back, and land nearby and T-pose.
Raj, you're okay.
Is everyone
He was a
else,
little lost in the dark.
He's been
He
looking
looks
for us
very
all night.
tired, like he's been flying all night.
Maybe that was the bird I saw.
So I don't think Vago has seen this before. So I'm going to point at it by Ricard and say, "Is that normal for a raven to be out here?"
I say no. I think it's evil.
You would see the skull on its chest, a bright white skull as it T-poses at you.
I
So yeah, it do be looking evil. But I think I would be awake too at this point, or no, Max?
He comes in like right at the cusp of dawn, but probably right before they would wake people up.
Okay.
do you believe that it is something trying to watch us?
I look at it and I poke its head. No, I think it's okay. And I tell him what it actually is.
There we go.
Nice.
So you tell me that it is a bird that belongs to Eldridge, or how do you describe it exactly?
Is this a real creature or is it a fake creature?
It's a familiar.
It's a magical familiar.
Okay. I explained the
So it
concept.
has stats of a bird. It's definitely not like a fairy in disguise.
Yeah, it's just like his owl.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll do nothing then.
All right, you guys awaken the rest of the group once the sun has risen. Eldridge, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
That's just a D20. Anybody
Is he
wants to roll it?
Is he gonna compress more and more until he turns into a meatball?
Oh god.
Just a flat wisdom, 1d20.
I believe so, my boy. I'm trying to check it right now, but it's being slow.
Not
Well,
terrible.
it would be real good if it added even just a little bit to that because it's a 14er.
I don't like that answer. Please hold.
Eldritch is
It's
gonna
not
be
very good.
a meatball.
Oh boy. Indeed, it is plus nothing.
Ah,
I'm sorry, buddy.
Meatball.
I'm gonna have to get some dice here.
Meatball.
I'm
as
getting
your fucking
meatballed
spine,
harder, bro.
your spine contorts even more, and you just fucking.
Do I
Max
get the
is about to
benefits of a
teach you
long
how to
rest, Max,
tie a
before I
shoe
die?
using your
You do,
limbs.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you have officially a long rest.
Okay.
As you take 100 d6s of damage.
I'm about to say, bro, like, how bad is this about to be, though?
He's still doing math.
I don't like that.
Well,
I don't like
you
the
guys-
grimness that you just looked at the camera with, Max.
You guys see Eldridge as he wakes up, kind of stirs normally, sees Raj right there, and Eldridge like stands up, like he seems all right. And then you see him just get really pale, and look really frightened. And Eldridge, you just have a flashback of just meat and bones and sinew snapping and coming together in all the wrong ways. And you guys see Eldridge look like his like shoulders pop out of their sockets. His back creakles over like he's an 80-year-old man. His hips seem to like just slide out of place, and his knees buckle, and he slaps back down onto the ground again, collapsed in the prone position. You take 45 psychic damage.
Oh, hey, it's Rod. Oh, hey, I feel good. Oh my god.
I don't think that you should have tried to stand up, Eldritch. I think that might have been a mistake.
I think you're right.
I'm gonna take this opportunity. Oh god.
Oh,
What was that?
Take
everything
this opportunity.
hurts.
So when I see him double over and pan, I'll be like, "Yep, all right, time to make the donuts." And, so
I'm already a donut.
pull on my gauntlets and do the face mask flip up, and I'm gonna put some hands on our boy, and I'm gonna try a greater restoration, which will consume 100 GP of my diamonds.
That was an expensive wisdom saving throw. Holy shit.
Dude got Chrissied from Stranger Things.
Yeah, you
I
basically
don't know what
did.
that means, but alright.
Pretty much. Eldridge, you feel much better. You feel all your bones snap into the right spots, your sockets pop back together, and Eldridge has used the power of the Seven to cure your ailments.
Oh my
You
god.
still
Thank
are a little
goodness.
mentally damaged from being contorted like a human pretzel, but you don't feel like that's going to be a problem anymore.
That's good. Oh, thank you, Cerebral, for thank the 7. Oh, fuck. Oh my god.
Yes. Thank the 7. Also, let's just see if you can feel better on your own, because judging by the days we've had recently, let's save some of the 7's workings for things we may encounter today. Do you feel like you could recover on your own without my intervention?
I guess I could breathe a little, if that's what you mean.
Well, if you took a little bit of a rest and then
Yeah, that's like a short
Yes,
one.
maybe a shorter one than a.
yes. Maybe
yeah, you
if
guys
you
could
were
take
to,
a long morning.
yeah, maybe if you just wanted to, maybe just sit this one out for a minute. Just,
I'm gonna just work
maybe,
on some stretches over here. I'm
yeah,
gonna
roll some
gonna
dice
work on
by the
some
fire,
stretches and
maybe.
It,
You know.
in the
yeah.
in the long morning, I will do a tradition that I typically do when I have the opportunity.
Punch
On
trees.
top of no, it's different. Uh,
Jerk off in a bush? I don't know.
no,
Wardlow? Oh, quick Wardlow?
no. I will take the ink bottle that I have in my possessions and use my calligraphy skills to give myself a stick and poke of another tally mark on my skin, as my sword is full of tally marks.
I
Wow.
look at it and I was like, oh, I actually thought it was gonna write something. I was gonna be surprised, but
Max,
Why
how
is
far are
the
we from?
Did you say it? Did you just refer to me as it?
I don't think I did.
Oh,
How far are we from that stump area, Max? How far did we go?
I can tell you almost exactly. Give me 1 second.
would somebody mind rolling
No.
6d10 plus
Okay, if
12
it's on
for
the
me?
same map, that answers my question.
Yeah,
Not
I
that
got
far.
I would
oh,
like to.
Pat's got it. It's got healing stuff. Pat's got it.
No,
see him
it's just my short rest dice.
Yeah, no,
He
but
is the healer though.
I'm saying he
Well, would you
Is
look
it
at
the
the?
exact number, or is it the exact number?
Wow.
Wow.
Listen, all I want to say is, when I have that gold-plated mini cast of this fucking character, I'm gonna write on the bottom all healing dice.
Max, during this short rest, I want to do a stealthy little scouting trip over there and see if I can peer into the grove and see what's going on.
Um,
I'll
you
join
get
him.
Oh, okay.
if Shen is gonna actively do it stealthy, I will not be going with him then.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
I'm
like,
going
what?
to
You
be
guys
as
didn't want to
stealthy as
invite us?
possible. I'm
As
gonna
I'm putting on my
look at you
clanky ass
rattling
helmet.
around, and I'm gonna go. Apologies, but I think that my skill set may be better suited to this task.
I'm gonna do a cartwheel into a back handspring and then vanish out of sight.
Oh, yeah, look how nimble
I
and
want you to
quiet
roll
we
for
are,
that.
right up
I
until we
want you
get
to roll for that to
stabbed.
see if you can pull it off.
Okay, so
An athletic check,
acrobatics
acrobatics, and then stealth.
And then
into a
stealth,
stealth.
Into a stealth.
Okay, alright.
It's all right.
It's really good. Also,
He
it
did
is
it.
now morning, so I'm gonna take the dynamic lighting off, actually.
Okay. Daylight mode, yay! Daylight mode,
Yeah.
yay!
Oh
Oh,
my god. Oh wow, we went right over
beautiful.
here. Just said fuck it.
Oh, that's
We're
bad.
walking
We
10
can't
feet
see.
into
That's
this forest.
real bad.
Because of the
Yeah,
trees, we can't see through it.
these amalgamations of creatures look a little bit more professionally done now.
So you
I think those
guys
are just piles of dead bodies at this point.
see
and
that
this one
the
is
one
my
thing that
stealth.
you would definitely notice is that the
God.
two contorted creatures that you fought seem to have redistributed themselves into various corpses.
Right.
Didn't I burn them?
I don't think so.
I thought there
Oh, I
was
don't
No,
some
he
think so.
burning.
definitely did. He definitely spent some time and some key points
Oh,
on
you
some
know
fire
what? Yeah,
moves.
correct. Yeah, you did. Did you burn? I know you burned the two piles. Did you burn the two regular bodies too?
I basically wanted to take as much dead stuff as I could and pile it up and burn it. That's the idea.
Oh, okay. Well, that's my bad then. Never mind.
Okay.
I like the
Just
thought,
move all
though.
these bodies over here.
DM.
Oops. Oh, we gotta stay there. Okay, so aside from those big ashen heaps, um, you would just see the other corpses that you guys left, unless you tossed them on the fires too, which would make sense, I suppose.
Yeah, we went full.
And the stumps are really all that remain up here.
Wonder what that noise
There's
was.
of course that little path to go down to the ocean.
Yes, nothing was noticeable last night during mine and Ricar's watch.
And I'll go
I
back to
didn't
the
notice
group.
anything either. But
Didn't,
I was kind of
Report
pretzel.
the grove is clear.
Did you say that you heard something? Did you hear a bang? Well, didn't we set something up for a bang?
I heard somebody shout, but
We
I
did
did
set
not
up an
hear our
explosive
trap go
if
off.
anyone came through our port key, whatever you want to call it.
Could we
Yeah,
check
we
to see if
did.
it was dismantled before we take off then?
Yeah, no explosion last night, right?
No explosion. Nope.
All right.
Yeah, we should definitely check the tripwires, though. You know.
And now, since we are all walking on our own 2 feet, I don't think that we intend to stay at this location much longer than we have to.
No, I
No.
would say not.
Unwise.
I would like to investigate some of these other stumps. What do the rest of you think?
Well, we have the benefit of daylight. That's probably not a bad idea.
Okay.
Okay, so
I will walk around aiding Shen in...
this is the booby-trapped stump,
It
correct?
is.
Yes.
Perhaps we should
Uh,
remove the booby trap before we do this.
Yeah, I'm also gonna look around for footprints. If you can
I'm
look-
gonna kind of look at them and be like, well, once you put the gunpowder there, it just kind of lives there now. So maybe just don't touch that stump.
Well, if we come back to this place from another teleport location, I believe we will emerge in that stump.
Yeah, I'm not going through any more chests that have suction power. If I can
I
help
think
it.
you're misunderstanding, Sir Ebelfirth.
Wasn't it against your will to go into that chest in the beginning, Sir Blefirth?
Yeah.
I'm gonna disarm it. I don't need to play these games. 28 sleight of hand. I would assume that's what I
Taking
would
apart
use.
my bombs?
I am.
Yep. That seems deft enough. Why don't you also roll a survival check, Ricard? So you look around for footprints.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that. 18, not too bad.
You would definitely see some footprints that are fresher than all the other ones from last night, coming up to this stump and up to that arcane circle and back down the path.
Back down here over here?
Yep.
Okay. So he came up, looked at the stump, looked at the arcane circle, and then went back, essentially.
Right.
No dragging or any of anything.
Perhaps cursed loudly enough for someone else to hear and went
It was.
back down.
Do you know how long before our watch started that you heard that, Shen?
It was about midway through my second watch, so I would say, I don't know, maybe around 1 in the morning.
I
like a
think we
quarter of
should
a
check.
cycle?
I think we should check to see if the beach is still occupied.
Yeah, I don't know
The
why.
beach was occupied?
Well, Ricard just said that the footprints went up from that beach trail to the stump, to that circle, and then back to the beach. Is that right, Ricard?
Yeah. I don't know why somebody would do that unless they maybe I don't know. They probably yelled, and then they went back to wherever they came from, and probably went to go tell somebody. Maybe send a bird or something.
Maybe they haven't left yet, and we can stop them from telling whoever they are supposed to tell.
Oh,
If
yeah.
they
I
climb
begin-
into
I-
one of the teleport stumps, then that is impossible as you walk away.
I begin to walk towards the beach.
Heave a
Um,
heavy sigh and walk after him.
I
I will start out going stealthily.
I'm gonna send
Okay.
bird UAV.
Okay, Jared.
Seems wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not very stealthily, but I still go.
Okay, send a big white owl go flying down. And are you guys all moving stealthily together?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna wait at the mouth of the opening and just be like, you guys,
I will do the same.
send the bird back to me if you want me to follow.
Yep, I'm gonna stay here with Sir Ebelford,
Okay.
and then I
Those
will
three
await
weird
bird signal.
creatures just kind of follow you guys to the edge of the forest line, and they're not interested in going anywhere.
Right when I get to about here on this path, if I could take a quick listen as well and see if I hear anything down there.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. Try to sneak down this path, maybe kick a pebble or
Wow,
two.
boys. Wow. These
Oof.
single-digit rolls are plaguing us. Although you guys got some double
Oof.
digits, actually. I'll let it play out before I reset roll 20.
Yeah, you don't hear a whole lot. Let's see. Yeah, you maybe hear a seagull. That's about it.
I proceed.
Go. That's my seagull.
All right. You head
Ah.
down the path, and you quickly realize, once you get a little bit of a vantage point, that this is just a long, twisting, mountain path up these heavy cliffs, or steep cliffs rather, of the Westerlands. You see a great view of the sunset sea, after you gain a little, or get a little viewpoint, and you see it's going to be steep going, but it's just a big long trail, carved into these mountains. You see they go down to basically a little cliffside town, and then forest to the north.
Oh, so it's not even like the edge of
The
water
ocean,
at all.
exactly.
Whereas this little town is right where the path seems to end, is maybe 100 feet from a huge cliff that goes off into the ocean.
Oh. All right. I had envisioned something a little bit different, so I will return back to the group.
Yeah, you would probably have to descend about 1,000 feet almost, get down to that town.
Yeah, I'm not looking to do that without everybody else. I feel like that would take some time.
Not if you jump.
Rest one way.
So yeah, I return and I will list that off to the group and then say, are you familiar with any oceanside town in this area of Westeros?
Yeah,
Didn't we
almost
say-
every town between the Old Town and Yellow Hill is considered an oceanside town. But I could try from his description, I guess, to see if it rings any bells.
Sure, go ahead and roll a history check.
Did we have this
Guys,
conversation already? That was like see something. See.
14.
Um, 14. Your initial instinct is right in that there are a lot of Westerlands towns that are on the coast. You know that you were at the crag, and you know that you didn't pass anything that looked like this hill on the way. So you can assume you are further north, somewhere between the Lands and the Banefort lands. And there's only one person you know who lives in between those lands, and that's Sir Peckleton. There's a landed knight in that area somewhere, so could be him.
Well, boys, by my reckoning, we're potentially in Sir Picklepuffer's domain. Um,
So we head to the town and then we head north from there.
I would say that there's a high likelihood to be spies in the town, but I don't really see much other option. So
We could try the stumps, as I said.
Yeah, what's our plan? Where are we going?
I think that we realized that the stumps were a one-way, did we not?
Yes, but each of the stumps is a different one-way. They go to different locations. We have not checked any of them besides the one that we came through.
Yeah, but we don't know the magic word.
Did you not hear any of them
Yes,
speak the
there's.
words?
They whispered something in Dwarvish, but it was beyond my hearing.
Sir Firth, you speak Dwarvish.
I do, but I don't recall hearing what the words were. We were
I also speak Dwarvish.
slightly occupied by massive mountains of flesh.
So,
Yeah, things were a bit chaotic.
even if there were to be spies in that town, do we know that they know who they are looking for? And
They may not, since we killed everyone, I believe.
if we are to be found by the spies, could we not simply get that word from them?
Oh, he's thinking now. He's a
Are-
thinking guy. I like this one.
Apologies, but what do we hope to gain by going to this town? It seems that we are taking a
Well-
risk with no tangible benefit.
Well, do you know
I
where we
mean,
are
all of this
exactly
is-
right now?
Yeah, there's that. As well as we do need information on what the Lord of the Banefort's up to. And he does seem connected to all of, and I just gesture to the piles of burnt bodies. And if
And what-
anyone who might know about this is in that town, that may be of interest to us.
And wasn't Sir Pecker the one that the lady at the last place said that could help her or something? Or am I misremembering that?
Max, did the lady
was the
mention
only-
Sir
No,
Pickle
you're right.
Pepper?
She did, yes, and he was a trusted ally.
So would that not be killing multiple birds with one stone at that point?
I think he'd be killing a whole flock.
I start walking that way.
I
Well,
hate the ocean.
before we fully move out, has Shen had a chance to actually closely examine the stumps? I was supposed to help him with that before. I
Yeah,
walked.
you guys examined the stumps the previous night. You can certainly do so again. But I think you rolled pretty well.
If we're not going to use them, I do think we should destroy them.
Also a valid strategy, honestly.
The only reason I did not destroy them was because I thought they may have been of use to us.
Well, I
No,
don't
You're
think
pretty
it's,
confident they all have the ability to teleport.
I don't think it's necessarily that we don't plan on using them. We just need the key, which is the word to use them.
You
Yes, that was
believe
part
that
of what you said, Vago.
You believe we could perhaps capture a prisoner and then force them to give us the keywords?
I think that I have managed to entice individuals to express words before, so I think I could do that again.
A lot of words to say you
You're
do
so well
violence
spoken
to
for say
suspects.
torture. Yeah.
I'm gonna nod once and go, very well, I think this is a good plan. I will go along with it.
I'm gonna look up at Vago. Were you born in a castle, Vago? You're so well spoken.
No, I was not born in a castle. Those are useless.
I mean,
Vago,
they
what
do
does
have
enhanced
values.
interrogation mean to you?
By interrogation, is that when you politely ask somebody a question and then you expect for them to return in the most honest way possible?
Yes, essentially.
Well,
And also, they can't leave.
the way that I would do it is that they don't have an option to do that. It is basically their life is on the line if they do not say what we want them to say.
They will be given every opportunity to cooperate, I assure you.
Violence
Well.
it is.
Sure, but sometimes even if they tell me the thing that I want them to say, I have killed them before, yeah.
Continue walking.
Well, perhaps we can talk about that. But before we go, we have one more thing to address. And I'm gonna look to our three little wrung out beast boys.
Yeah, they seem to just have stayed by the tree line. They didn't really seem to want to enter the stump clearing.
What do we do with these?
Oh wow, they didn't, huh?
Survival of the fittest, I suppose. That's what they say, right? They've been given a second chance of whatever life they have left to live.
Can we not cure them of their ailment?
Are they worth 100 diamonds apiece?
No.
I do not have this wealth.
I'm gonna ask the one that I know can talk. Do you wish to stay here?
Seems to violently shake his head no. Looks like he's turning around, getting ready to flee into the forest.
Were you a man once?
are you capable of taking care of yourself?
Doesn't seem to know.
I would like to give them a fighting chance, at least, if we can.
Can I can I do a nature check to see if I can there's any
Gauge
way...
their likelihood of survivability.
No.
I think these are just peasants that got transformed into these monsters, man. I don't think they're gonna survive in the wilderness.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I just want to see if a nature check, if I could communicate with them any other way.
Okay, yeah,
That
go
might be
ahead.
easier.
Go ahead and see what you see with the nature check.
Okay, 12.
Well, you get the sense that these individuals might be lost causes. They don't really seem to be people or animals, but some failed attempted in between.
Yeah, yeah.
Not sure even my magic or the sevens could.
Your mantle gets a little bit tighter on you, almost like it's giving you a hug from on your shoulders.
Fuck.
Can I can I roll and see what it means?
Would I just know what it means? You're attuned to it.
It wants me
It's
to kill them.
the city where this was made, and the depictions on it are all related to this sort of experimentation that was done by the ancient Valyrians. They tried to create hybrid creatures.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So
Valyrians, what the fuck?
the flashbacks that you would get, and that when you take something with, when you get that urge, all coming from this mantle that you're wearing.
Hmm.
It's a twisted city that it came from.
Hmm.
They were not good people.
There's even little, the pictures on the actual mantle itself show almost
Exactly.
very similar images to what these guys look like.
I mean, I guess we're gonna have to leave you here then, because we're gonna go into town. Um, if I ever figure out what's a way to fix you, I'll try and send help if you're in this area still.
They will die here if we do this. We need to take
You
them
see
with us to town.
the goat guy just like kind of has a big thing of drool just goes out of his mouth, plops on the ground.
I kind of think the townsfolk will kill them as well, Shen. They kind of look like monsters.
If we
I-
could get Squarsh into town, we can get these into town.
No, but Squash is like
I
special.
think-
Well, sure, but
I
then we
think
have
for,
to get them to someone that won't kill them on
I think
sight.
for these three individuals, we have to look the issue dead in the face. They are a product of very evil doing, and I don't think that they have much of a life to live. So it's either they live their life out in the fields on their own accord, trying to make it, or I think that we give them a easy escape from life.
Sir Ebelford.
I have seen much stranger than these survive in the free cities.
Sir Ebelford, do you think
Okay, but
you could?
This is not the free cities, Shen. This is Westeros.
Do you think you can talk to that wizard guy? I think we talked about it last week. If he would know anyway, because this is that same circle that he turned him from a bird into a human, right?
or if not, then very similar, yes.
I can ask.
Work
I
your
will
wire, Ebelfirth.
step away and just flip the helmet down and start spinning the wire. And I will cast Sending, trying to connect with who used to be Iago the Parrot, but is now a wizard.
That guy.
You're a sorcerer,
Temo the
Harry.
sorcerer.
Ah, there he is. Creflo Dollar, right? That's what you said.
Temo the sorcerer. Yep, you met him on Bloodstone. He indeed was a parrot, and you brought him back to King's Landing. You also were told that he might have been the person that ratted out Tobomot.
That's right.
The wizard sold that Tobomot?
Yeah.
Someone put him as their lead guess on who gave him up. As he is from the same city and knew the same rituals.
Well, that would make Malik really mad, but Malik's not here.
Malik is not here.
I mean, I'll
What do you
make
send
use of this
to Temo?
sorcerer.
Temo, I will send Temo. It's Ebelfirth. Don't panic. Respond quickly. Be concise. Do you know of a way to store Valyrian beastmen? Or are they lost?
The moment goes by. You hear the accent of the Cohoric sorcerer. Sir Ebelfirth, I remember you well. Valyrian blood magic. What you speak of. Very frowned upon. Your lands. Your friends, you best.
What did he say? I didn't understand, I guess.
Almost sounded like a bit of a sneer at the end.
This guy doesn't like us? Didn't we save his ass?
Literally.
Sure did.
Maybe he thinks less of us for associating with the Mott.
And also getting him out of jail.
Yeah, but he was also willing to sacrifice one of us to not be a bird anymore, so he's kind of shifty and shitty himself.
Might not be a good guy.
So I have it on official authority from Temo that he is a dick. Unfortunately, I do not think there is a solution for our friends. I wish it were not so, but alas, I think they will be like this for the rest of their days.
Very
I
well.
wonder how long that is.
Judging by their current state, I'd say about 72 hours.
That'll be 72 hours longer than I would give them if it was any longer that we debate this.
The three of you wish for mercy, or do you want to try to survive?
The one that hasn't been able to speak most of the time because his face is all messed up, you kind of like limps out just gently out of the forest and like covers part of his big wound and just goes, "Kill me."
Sorry.
Wow.
Kill me! Kill me!
I draw my great sword.
I'm gonna step back. Let Vago
And-
do this.
And I do it.
You jumped right on top of him. Easily. You easily give him the gift of mercy.
The other two?
Two kind of take a step back. They don't seem interested.
You wish to go?
They look like they're getting ready to turn around and bolt.
I will.
They've had enough of this area.
I
I'm
will
gonna-
present.
give them some stuff.
I will present 2 javelins to them at least. I will do it in the fashion that you would typically hand a knife to somebody, where the point is not pointing them, so that they know I'm not. It's more of I'm giving them opposed to I'm trying to poke them with it.
Okay, you try and do some primitive communication with these beasts.
I want to give them some bundled rations. Enough food for a few
they-
days at least.
They do cautiously take whatever you guys give them. They do know that you saved them, but they don't seem interested in going that direction or anything anywhere near anything that they've seen.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, so I give them each a javelin.
Each
And
get
then-
some weapons and some food. Nice.
My conscience is satisfied.
That was very kind of you, Shen. I hope
I
you will
believe
not need
everybody
those
should
supplies
be-
later.
Everybody should be given a fair chance. Their fate
Sure.
is in their own hands now.
Time to skedaddle, right then?
They did stand there and
Alright.
watch their friend die, so maybe the javelins can do them a little bit of good.
It was his choice to die.
Yeah, but it is still another deed to watch somebody that you once knew choose that path instead of what they are choosing.
As you guys contemplate the morality of suicide and
Assisted
Um,
suicide.
Is this
you
basically
start-
death by cop? Did he just commit suicide by cop?
you start to descend this rocky path, and it's pretty barren. It's mostly steep cliff, a couple scrub bushes here and there, but you immediately, well, not immediately, after a short walk, you get to a spot where Vago got to, and it kind of opens up, and you see a huge view of the Sunset Sea, and seems to go on for miles. And you see a cliffside town down at the bottom of this long trail. To the north, you see a forest that borders this kind of cliffside path. That is the road that leads north to the Banefort. And you guys start to descend. Jareth is out there just flying. He sees this town. It's actually really small. So just a couple dwellings, couple buildings. He sees a few people out and about. He sees some ruins. If he gets, you know, he would probably just get close enough to see that there's some of them look like they're recently destroyed buildings. Aside from that, nothing really seems odd. There's definitely a path that leads through the whole town. You can see it goes from miles to the south, and it goes into this forest here, directly to the north of the town.
What direction are the ruins from the town?
They're right on the edge of the town, the northern edge of the town.
And we're coming in from the east? Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, you guys
We're
are coming in
heading
from the
west
east.
towards the ocean? Okay.
That's right. Just show it to you guys so you can see it. And you can let me know if you want to do something before you get to the spot that you're at.
Well, isn't this a quaint little village?
Oh, if there is anybody to spy, it will be easy pickings to find them in such a small village.
The long ass
Yes,
map.
but vice versa, we will make quite a scene walking into this little town.
It's crazy that this is like right up the hill, right? that
It's
part.
it's a big long path, but yep, it's right on the edge of town.
It is
I
a
would
path.
be on. I can't speak for you all, but I'm going to be on quite high guard here, if it is so close to that point that we just came from.
Does this path seem traveled?
No, it seems pretty remote and desolate. You would see, you'd be looking for them, the same
I
footprints
was just gonna ask, yeah.
going the whole way. But other than that, no, it seems like it's not
Can I
used at
follow
all.
said footprints?
They come down, you see them in front of you the whole way until you get to the bottom.
Do they disappear? In
No,
some...
no, yeah. If you guys hop down into the village like proper, we can just jump right into there.
Okay. I do
Does
want
anybody else want to do anything
Are we
before
all
you guys
going
get
to
to the
town
bottom?
together,
That's what,
or
yeah, that's what I'm
It-
do
asking
we
you
want
guys. If
to
you want to all
do
do
we
that
want to
now.
take a careful approach?
Is that the
Did
same?
we have any of us stay back and keep some kind of a recon on who comes in and who goes? I think we should have either myself or Ricker do that, and then we can send either of our familiars to the group that's in the town if we see something important happening,
Would Ricard be
and
able
vice
to?
versa.
Would Ricard be able to identify if the footprints went into the village?
Um, Once he gets down there, yes, but then then he would be down there, so you guys can.
But for
If
now,
anyone
it
wants to
seems
do
like they're
anything
heading
before
that way.
that,
If we want to be careful going into town, myself and Ricard have the lowest profile. Nobody will notice a man in robes or a child in leathers walking into town, but 3 heavily armed and armored men will definitely make a scene.
I am not heavily armored.
Armed as well.
I have one. I have one sword.
I'm gonna like
Sword.
step
fucking
next to
pig,
Vago,
Vago.
who is a full head and a half taller than me, and he's fucking massive muscles. And we go, Vago, you are not subtle.
So, do you intend to find the person who made those footprints that Ricard is tracking? Then
I do not know. I am merely saying we should be careful who we send into this village. If we are afraid of a spy, if the 3 of you were to walk into town, I'm afraid that the person we are worried about will know about us within the hour.
I think if anybody is going into town, most definitely it should be Ricard being one of them, and I think that he should try to see where those footprints went to, and find that person.
Very well. If he wishes, I will join him.
Yeah, I definitely need someone to do the talking.
Well, I will do my best, but I don't know how much better at it than you I am.
That is,
Very bad at talking. I talk bad.
perhaps I should go with the child then.
I have an ability that will help me convince somebody of something one time.
Well, then
But
after you find that person, convince them to come back this way and show you what they saw.
very well. I will do this.
That's probably a good idea.
Then I am not opposed to waiting up here. I will play this game.
Very well. Let us go, Ricard.
Alright, I follow the footsteps.
I'm gonna
Okay, you
have
and
Raj in the Air Max just circling the town.
okay, Raj is circling, watching the goings on.
And
Rick, are you and
I
Shen
want him
descend
to
into town?
report to me. I want him to report to me if he sees any weird dwarves like was last night, or any of the weird pale dudes, or anybody wearing the Baron's colors.
Okay. So you would definitely warn you of a dwarf on a horse. Early on,
Okay,
patrolling the
from what
town.
part of town? North, south?
It seems to be going up and down the main drag, but is currently here as Ricard and Shen descend into the town. Ricard,
Okay.
those
Well,
those
nothing I
footprints
can do about
going
that.
north.
What?
Those footprints go north.
Oh, they go north.
Yep.
Yo, Lee, those footprints, they go north.
I'm gonna like glance north. Go. What is that way?
I don't know.
We don't want to investigate the town before we go up there.
I don't want to lose these tracks.
I'm gonna like look at the town and then look that way. Here we go. I
Isn't
kind of want to go to the village.
didn't they say that there's a guy at the town? What was his name? Pickleford?
Yes,
Pickleford?
Sir Peckleton.
Okay.
He's trusted by Lady Westerling.
Well,
and
if he's
she
trusted,
implied
why
that
are
if we
we?
could,
If he's trusted, then why are we all hiding in the shadows?
because we don't know
Are you
who
guys
else
trying
is
to
in
be
the town.
stealthy? Are you guys doing stealth or no?
Well, during this conversation,
people who
we're
are
just quietly
chilling,
talking
or
to each other, but we're probably just like standing in the middle of the road together.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Did you guys like try and creep in like to the
No, I
forest,
wasn't.
follow the path?
I wasn't
Okay.
planning on creeping. I was just gonna walk in the town.
Well, as you guys are talking quietly to yourselves, you definitely see the dude and the horse like ride to the edge of this ruined wall. That's like, and behind this ruined wall is like a ruined tower and a ruined another building, and he kind of stands on the edge of town. You hear the horse whinny, and you can see he's holding a shield that is brightly yellow, with purple stars on it, which you know for sure was the arms that Sir Jocelyn Peckleton was wielding.
Oh, well, that's
And from
helpful.
this distance, he looks like he's a different dwarf, but still a dwarf, maybe a lot younger, probably. Definitely watching you guys keenly.
No, just give me one moment, Ricard. I'm gonna walk a little bit towards the dwarf. Stop about there. Go. Greetings, friend. I am just a humble traveler on the road. I'm afraid I find myself a bit lost. Would you be able to tell me what village this is?
He looks at you. You can see he's pretty young, probably late teens, 18 or 19 probably.
I'm playing in the dirt.
Dwarf. So a little bit older than Ricard, but still not very old. And he looks down. Looks like he's pretty sitting pretty comfortably on this horse. He goes, "These are lands of Sir Jasmine Peckleton.
Oh,
Who might
Sir
you be,
Peckleton.
friend?"
Trying to remember if I interacted with Peckleton. I think Vago got into a scuffle with him, right?
Yes, and you followed him
But he never
to
noticed me.
his. He never saw you follow him, no, but you guys all came into the bar that he was in. So he saw you, but didn't really interact.
Gonna hesitate for a moment, and then I'm just gonna go. My name is Shen. It is a pleasure to meet you. Are you an armsman of Sir Peckleton?
Is my father.
Oh, I see. Is he in town by chance?
He kind of eyes you a little bit more and kind of puffs up his chest, tries to look really big. So the dwarf can go, yes. This guy's business. Lannisport.
Right, of course. Well, don't let me keep you. Gratitude for the information. And, I'm gonna walk back towards her car.
Gotta take a quick pee break here. I'll be right back.
Alright. Yo, I think this guy's skeevy.
What?
I don't know, he's giving me the creeps.
Why?
Something's wrong. Call it an instinct.
What would be wrong?
Don't know.
What made you think this?
The way that he's behaving, it could just be arrogance, but I don't know.
I think he's just trying to be sheriff in town while his dad's away.
Right. And how would he be allowed to remain as sheriff with that operation going on less than a mile away from his village? Unless he was complicit.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like he probably knows about it. Also, that guy went up north.
That's true. I don't know.
Would there be anything
Situation
to gain?
is complicated.
Would there be anything to gain going into this town?
There may be more information to be gained, but other than that, I don't know.
No, walk
Information
up
about what?
behind you guys. You can't be jackbooted thugs if you don't jackboot and thug every once in a while.
Yo, as
Just
soon as fucking Sir
start
Elbaford starts
walking
walking,
towards
I'm walking, dude. Let's wait
No.
for Max to get back.
I thought we were just talking.
Well, I see you guys. You could see the shield from a mile away. That's a pretty.
Well, I'll tell you then that man identifies himself as Sir Peckleton's son.
Ah, the pickle puffer procreates. It's good to know.
Peculiar.
And,
He says his father is still in Lannisport.
well, we should inform him that we are friends of the Lady of the Crag and have freed her, doing essentially his father's job. So hopefully his father will be home sooner.
Should
Well,
that
as
be
we-
common knowledge, though, Sir Blefirth? Because I
Exactly.
believe that the consensus before we got there was that Lady Craig was to stay in her room and not talk to anybody.
Yeah, but I'm sure he shared his concerns with his son.
Did we see that the footprints went into that village?
No, they went north into that forest.
Then we know where we are, and we know where those footprints go. And if Pecker is not here anyways, we have nothing to tell him.
That's what I figured.
These people may have some insights that we're not aware of.
Perhaps he can get a message to his father if he's not compromised.
Be nice to know if we were ever to come running, that perhaps the local kid could. I'm just gonna look around and be like, I don't think there's a big defensive force here, but they must have some men-at-arms in the area they could call.
All right. Sorry about that.
Max, you missed this. Sir Elbafirth went out and just did his own thing.
Oh, what is his own thing? Did he fall down the cliffs?
No, he went up
Alright,
to,
alright.
he walked out to Ricard and Shen, and then I followed.
All right, so everybody's down there now. What about Eldridge?
I'm definitely following suit as soon as I see the Ebelfirth moving.
All right, you guys all start to run out into
Oh,
this
yeah.
little group here.
Chandler can't control his own character right now.
True.
Dude, just
It
give
comes
me
out to-
give me control of Chandler's character.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So, you guys all get into this path here, and it seems as all you guys come out, not a look of surprise, but a look of definitely interest. Orf doesn't say anything, but kind of stands there on with his horse and looks at you guys, and you all make a little huddle outside.
So
What do you
then
do?
shall we go, Sir Elbafirth, and inquire what his father might be doing, or maybe inform him that there's a message?
Yeah, I'm gonna just start walking towards him and say, Peckleton, surely your father was on business to try and help the Lady of the Crag.
My father's business is his own, but he was certainly friendly with Lady Jane. He planned to stop by.
Well, it would do his
Aren't
heart.
you going to be going north?
Oh, I'd like to speak with you for a moment, if you don't mind.
Why
That's
would we
really-
be going north?
That's a really weird thing to say.
Most of the recruits go north.
Recruits of what?
Various. He seems a little flustered. Mercenaries of sorts.
Should we all insight check this shit?
Yeah. Are you a recruit of these same? You
Are you
follow-
talking to him?
Yeah, you
Oh,
follow
he-
the same leader.
He bristles a little bit. I am Sir Jaceman Peckleton, son of Sir Josman Peckleton.
And then, Sir Peckelman, you must know the secret word to be able to identify each other then, right?
We've been standing on these marches for centuries. And he gets all puffed up as big as he can with his shield, unflinching, as he stares off into the distance.
Yes, bluster is a young man's game.
I'm gonna insight check this kid actually know. Oh fuck! God damn it! Never mind.
I'm gonna keep walking. I'm gonna keep walking, and I'm just gonna walk right past him. Just
I'll
keep
follow. I'll follow Sir Ebelfirth as his big guy. He's like the little gangster guy who's the boss, but I'm the muscle is what I'm
They
doing.
call you Tiny, and he's Mr. Big.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving, but I'll pull my helmet off as I pass him, and kind of look at him and say, "Surely you'll offer us sanctuary. Surely for a son of Yellow Hill, you have an open door."
You can kind of go through his mind a little bit. Yellow Hill. So Westerland's house. Hard times recently?
Doesn't
Yes.
seem like much better times around these parts. As I look at the ruined
We've had our
walls.
setbacks. So we're still here?
Yes, and surely you've heard about the rising stock in the Banefort, and I'm just gonna keep walking as I'm talking over my shoulder to him, just going right into town.
Just spins on his horse. Surely that talk belongs north.
Yes, north is a direction we could also go, but we're going south right now. I'm just gonna keep walking.
I'm gonna shrug and also go into town. This guy doesn't seem to want us to go north, so I'm gonna go. He wants us to go north, so I'm gonna do the opposite of what he wants.
Ebelfirth, as you walk past him into town, you would see a very elderly dwarf, friar tuck bald going on, in the nastiest Septon's robes you've ever seen. And he's standing outside these ruins. Seems like he's praying to a cracked, broken statue on the outside of this obviously destroyed building, which, as you look closely, was probably a sept once. And he's just sitting there praying, eyes closed, no shoes.
Septon, have you fallen on hard times?
He looks up and goes, oh, and a smile comes across his face. Well, happy days. Happy days are here, sir. Surely my luck is turned around. 7 shine.
The 7 go
Come.
where they're needed, my friend, and I'll put a steady hand. Is he blind? Did you say, or is he just
No.
decrepit?
Nope. He's just old. He's just got really crappy Septon's robe. Seems pretty destitute. But he grabs on and he goes, "You're sent to help us rebuild." He kind of motions to his sept behind you.
I will certainly be assisting you in this moment, but unfortunately our initial path is to purge the cancer from these lands.
He grabs you deep. He goes, "Oh, and what a cancer it is. Yes, yes." He looks down and he grabs the hilts of the just man. He goes, "Yes, yes, I knew it. I knew we would be reforged." He shakes you and he goes, "You've come at last." Kisses you on your hideous face.
What
And
is
Watch this with fascination.
what is Sir Elbafirth's reaction? Kind of what is his facial reaction to this?
Ebelfirth, for the first time in his life, doesn't feel like jerking this response. He just doesn't acknowledge it, but lets this guy lets this guy have his moment.
He grabs you for that moment. He goes, I knew
I'm
I
gonna-
would see the day. We've turned around. we've come, and he starts yelling, "The seven have saved us! We've come! They're here! Come, bear witness! The seven are great!" And he goes sprinting faster than this old dude should. And you see him go sprinting, and he makes a hard right, and he leaps off of this cliff.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Can I turn my focus back to the Sir Peckleton and see what he's doing?
I'm
He
gonna
is
walk over to the
staring,
cliff.
mouth agape, watching
Evelfrith,
what just went down.
I did not think that ritualistic suicide was a part of your faith. I have studied it a little bit.
Yeah, no, this is new.
I'm gonna
I
peer over the
definitely
side of
didn't
the
pay
cliff
attention.
and
Yeah, I'm gonna go
see
and
if I can see him.
yeah, I'm also gonna look over very cautiously and just be like, yeah, enthusiastic, cliff jumping, not big in the books.
It's a
I'm gonna
couple
light up
100
some
feet down.
Maggies because this is the second suicide in 24 hours.
It's a couple 100 feet down. And there's no sign of him.
Was that guy crazy?
Young Sir Peckleton comes galloping on his horse past your group, up to Sir Wilfirth. What did you say to him?
To be honest, I will draw my sword not aggressively, but like underhandedly, essentially, to kind of reveal it, and show it to the young sir, and say, my presence in the faithful has strong effect.
There's your blade.
This is certainly the strangest reaction I've ever seen.
When I see Peckleton on the horse approach Sir Ebelfirth, I will begin to walk in that direction as well.
So much for a quiet approach.
Yeah, I didn't think he was. I thought I was gonna make him a stone door to the first step to rebuilding his sept, but this is yeah, you know, I wasn't expecting full Japanese K-pop or Korean K-pop response, but you know,
I don't know what that is.
I read about it in a book.
What's your
Sir
faith?
Peckleton, is that a reoccurring event within this village? Is people cliff jumping?
Septon Morph has been here for my whole life.
Ah. Well, shit.
Why?
Well then,
Why did he do that?
I don't know. What did you say to him?
Sir Ebelfirth did not say a word to that old man.
I
Perhaps-
saw him say a word, you bulky lummox.
I told him I was
I'm
here.
gonna take a step back from Vago and this guy after he says that to him, and just see what Vago does.
Yeah, I'm gonna side eye Vago and step in between Vago and this kid and just go. I told him we were here on King's orders to purge the cancer from these lands, which we are in fact here to do.
What do you mean? What is these king's orders and this cancer?
We are.
Seems pretty upset.
It
We are
seems that
inquisitors.
it seems we are abandoning subtlety. So I will be frank, Sir Peckleton. You are a sir as well, I take it.
Yes, my father knighted me.
Do you know what is happening just outside of your town?
We guard the Westerling lands.
Up
From
until
what?
those ruins, right?
Exactly.
I'm going to walk up to the side of this guy's horse. And I am going to say, I think that is a sign that the games are over here. And unless you want to meet a similar fate, I think we should have a conversation about what's going on up on that hill. And I point to that path that we came from. as I would like to intimidate this guy.
Okay, go ahead. Roll an
Oh, boy.
intimidation check.
I'm gonna take a big old hit of Maggie's, and then I'm gonna put the pipe away because I think things are about to go sour.
About to get
Oh my
weird.
God, baby!
Oh no.
Oh, you
Oh,
scared the
wow.
shit out of him, bro. God damn it.
He's gonna piss himself. His
He's
pants are gonna be as yellow as
pee
his
and
shield.
poo-poo, bro. He's gonna
You can
pee
see
and poo-poo.
that
It's gonna be the end.
he gets a little red, and even his horse seems a little nervous. As it kind of steps a little bit back and forth. He seems to almost subconsciously like pull his shield in tight on his side. Ebelfirth, you would see his hand kind of move just like instinctively towards his weapon, but he doesn't like put his hand on it. He just goes, these are our lands and won't be spoken to by mercenaries such as you, rude and grotesque, but you seem that you might be different. Perhaps we can convene in my father's abode.
I think that would be safest for all. And I look at him, and then I look at the cliff. I will let you follow, or I will let you lead to your own abode.
Apologies, Sir Peggleton. We mean no offense. We merely are trying to get to the bottom of what's going on. Understand that if perhaps there is some reason that you are being tight-lipped about what is happening on the hill, rest assured that we are able to protect you from whatever is causing you to do so.
I've said nothing to offend him, Shen. I mean no offense to anybody here.
You even scared
Roll
the
a deception
horse, buddy.
check.
Definitely not me.
Me or Shen?
Definitely not me.
Sure.
I'm telling the truth.
To anybody.
You threatened to throw him off the
11.
Bro, you lie like Trump.
cliff. Yeah.
Nobody believes you in the group, but no, everyone's too afraid to call you out on it. Um,
That's literally you right now, bro.
Sir Beckleton just kind of looks around. We should speak. We should speak no more in the open. Come.
Very well.
I give
He
the
leads
horse
you back to the.
an apple. Try and calm it
And the
down.
horse gladly takes it. He hops off the horse, and someone comes up from this little stable down over here and grabs it and brings it over there, and he leads you guys into, past these couple buildings, past the little farm, a big well,
where's the
and
big,
then you
nice
see
one?
the obviously large, nice home with a rose garden in the backyard. And he leads you inside.
When the guy comes out from the stables, I'm gonna like jump in between him and the cliff until I realize he's going for the horse and be like, sorry.
He's like, I go, all right.
Once was enough today. Just a little jumpy.
You guys don't have a fence around that thing?
No
Rickon,
fences.
they hardly have an entrance wall.
You
should
guys
really put a
enter
fence around
inside to a nice foyer with like a little fountain. Seems like all the luxuries that that a landed knight would bestow upon himself. Little statues of the seven, drawing room, little landing. And then he leads you out past a couple sitting rooms into this little courtyard in the back that seems to be pretty well secluded from the general population.
Shen, would you like to explain what we've seen so far?
I suppose I can try. Sir Peckleton, now that we are inside, is there anything that you wish to say about the area we spoke of before I begin?
Looks again at Vago. Well, there's most of the people that come up and down that path don't stop into town for a cat. Don't ask questions. Those are Banefort lands. And these are Westerling lands. And the House Peckleton has held them for centuries for our lord.
Where exactly is the border? Is it the edge of town?
The edge of town, these are the marches.
And you never have ranged up there out of curiosity, perhaps sent a man to look into what's happening, heard any strange noises coming from the forest?
Kind of looks down a little bit. Well, we all explore in our youth, don't we? Um, Says, kind of looking at Rickar, as that's the only person he's older than.
I'm gonna nod and then go, well, I will be frank, Sir Peckleton. Just last night, our group engaged what I can only describe as a group of monstrosities, less than a mile outside of your town, just up that hill.
East.
Have you noticed any of your villagers going missing over the last couple of weeks to months?
These past few years have been stressful. Our father's been keeping a lot. Try and keep us all safe. He's been
Is
doing
he
his
around?
best.
He has business in Lannisport by the sounds of it.
Should be returning. He left several days ago.
Have you been contacted by men from the Banefort, by chance?
Father's been very strict that to speak to no one who bears those arms. Only him.
That is
Never in town.
probably for the best, to be honest.
But he has gone north once or twice to discuss Westerland's business.
I surmise that there might be a small agreement between the Lord of the Banefort and your father.
Well, we all do swear allegiance to the Lannisters, so naturally. He kind of looks towards Sir Ebelfirth. Certainly, those at Yellow Hill do the same. We have agreements and relations with our neighbors.
Yes,
Perhaps
but
in an official capacity, but... Sir Peckleton, again, you can speak plainly with us. We are not agents of the Banefort, nor are we direct agents of the Lannisters. You can tell us, what exactly is happening here? Why do you seem so uncomfortable to talk about the Banefort?
Roll a persuasion check.
Alright, here I go. Here I go, guys. With my whopping flat roll, but I do get to give myself advantage because I have Draconic Presence.
Oh, is that just some made-up thing that you did?
If you fail a Charisma, Intimidation, or Persuasion check, you may use your reaction to
I'm just
reroll the
joking
check.
around. I'm joking around.
Once this
Made
feature
that
turns
up.
a failure into a success, you can't use it again until a long rest. So I can do it again, and I
Oh
failed.
no.
So fortunately, it doesn't use up the ability unless I succeed. So
Oh, that's
Well,
good.
that's nice.
Yeah.
I would take this opportunity to just pull our writ.
Yes, it's as you as Shen kind of sort of stumbles over his words a little bit. He grabs it from you and he looks at it and reads it. He goes, What exactly are you guys doing here?"
To my understanding, this group I'm traveling with is just trying to make sure that things are peaceful and orderly in the Westerlands and as safe as possible.
Yeah, no dark magic.
And what is going on that cliff or up that hill? Nobody can be safe from that. That is going to get out of hand very shortly.
No,
We don't mean your
Mentioned-
father any direct harm. We don't even mean you any direct harm. We just need a little bit of help to get this task done, and that help is information.
You five.
Well, yeah.
You kind of smiles a little bit. You five are gonna what?
Is it?
Destroy Lord
Did you
Banefort?
did you hear of the Pirate King, the Corsair King? You ever hear of
We've
that guy?
heard
Or the
we've heard
vulture?
some tales of
The
the
Great Knoll Crusade.
Corsair King and the Vulture King, yes, of course, as well, and of course the No Crusade.
This is the
This
skin of the
group,
vulture
Lord
king.
Westerling died in that battle.
So who
What'd you
who
say?
did you hear led those conflicts? Displayed those
Oh,
beasts?
well, Sir Lorimer the Belly, I heard, led the No Crusade in their victories.
Fair enough.
I heard there was some sort of group that helped Lord Tarley and his avenge his son and slay Vulture King.
Yep, that would be me.
I'm gonna take that opportunity. I'm gonna flip my shield off my back and flip it around so you can see it, with the logo all emblazoned on it. And say, "The Unbroken. Nice to meet you."
You were there when the Corsair King destroyed the Dragonstone.
Yes, we slayed the dragon that was under Dragonstone.
What? There's a dragon under there?
I'm gonna elbow Sir Ebelford.
I'm gonna facepalm so hard that it makes an audible smack.
And I'm gonna be like, look around, and be like, who's he gonna tell? Who's gonna believe him?
Everyone. Everyone that he knows. Everyone.
He kind of looks at you
These
guys a
rumors
little
may
bit
serve us in the future.
in awe.
Keep that.
Anyways,
Keep
Sir
that last bit to
Pendleton,
yourself. If you
our
don't mind.
abilities are quite formidable. Some would say that the abilities of this group could rival that of an entire army.
And
I'm gonna pat
There-
this sword and say, "This one, in fact, is a dragon player."
Stop it.
and and there was one slip up of a word that you said that I feel compelled to correct. We never stated that we are going to take down the Lord of the Banefort. We are just here to ensure everybody's safety.
Yes, we would never formally accuse a lord of the Westerlands of treason or malfeasance without probable cause, unless you're saying we should have probable cause.
I will menacingly stare at him after Jen's words leave his lips.
He's gonna give like a little bit of like a smile, like he's someone that's in on the joke, as like a young guy, like kind of understanding, like that he's like, okay, we're all talking this way.
Yeah.
And he kind of smiles. He goes, yes, yes. Surely you are here to help, and I'm going to cooperate. Surely you must have seen some of these unsafe regions north of here?
Now we're getting somewhere.
I
Do they
think
have?
that
Do they have the walking balls of flesh, or is that just the woods around here?
Our buildings on the edge of town used to be a glorious sept and watchtower. Something lives north of here that wanted to remind us of their authority.
I
Ah,
see.
That's
Um,
fucking terrifying, bro.
well,
and there was
good.
also an accident that same week.
What
Right.
happened in the
An
accident?
accident.
Did someone fall downstairs?
Maybe a building caught fire.
Well, someone fell down a well.
Hmm.
We got him out. We got him out. But still.
Well, it
A
would
lot
be
of
a
accidents
shame
here.
if somebody up north also experienced an accident, I suppose.
We
Who,
should
Who
probably
was it
go
that
there to
fell
make
down the
sure
well?
nobody experiences an
I
accident.
I think I think that north is, and I open up like a make-believe notebook. I just go and open my hand. I think it is next on the list, actually.
I actually think I might have something that my father was supposed to give you, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
You should bring it to us
Right.
post-haste.
Right. And he goes back into the home, the little manse there, and he shuffles around for a couple minutes. If you guys want to say anything amongst yourselves, he'll come back shortly. Otherwise, he comes right back.
X-Day on a
We
ag and a day.
Stop telling him things he doesn't need to know, Ebelfirth.
Listen. You can't have a legend if you don't tell the legend to anybody.
indeed.
I
Without
think we'll be
rumors
fine.
to spread and support us, we will not grow in fame and fortune and power ourselves.
He seems
Listen,
cooperative. I think we'll
if
be okay.
Yeah, but if he tells if he tells 5 people about the Unbroken and they tell 5 people, next thing you know, next little shit ass town we go into, we won't have to have him lean on people. And I could point a thumb at Vago. I'll be like, they're just gonna want us to help.
You guys keep saying unbroken, but I saw this man's back broken in two just mere hours ago, and I point to Eldritch.
Vago,
How
you
does
are
it?
far
It's not wrong at
too
all.
Vago, you are far too well spoken for metaphors to go over your head.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, but how does it look now?
Indeed.
It looks like
Um,
he finally grew up and
Bent but not broken, Vago.
Nice. Pretty dope.
Good old jelly
Sir-
spine Eldritch.
Sir Jaspin, young Sir Jaspin comes back out a couple minutes later, and he has some parchments with him. And he folds them out here on this little table that's here, and he goes, these are some notes that my father and I have been taking on our ventures.
Is that a
Directly
game?
north of here, you see a very crudely drawn map. It's not very well done, but you kind of get the gist that it is directly north of here, of the forest. Here, about a mile north. It's Weirwood. Unusual, gnarly, evil, but protected.
Do you have any idea of
Okay.
their numbers?
In this particular spot, their numbers are varying because the beast that lives there can control the animals. It whispers.
See, have you seen anybody wearing Banefort colors in that forest? Or has it only been the beast and its animals?
You only see the occasional person in the forest, and they don't bear the colors.
I must say,
But
fellows,
we
this
know.
Lord Banefort is very careful.
Indeed,
Plausible
Father has
deniability.
been trying to play Savas, if you speak, or so to speak, rather, with him for many years. It's a back and forth game. But I do know we've spoken with several explorers that have made it past this Weirwood, and beyond it lies the town. The empty town, they call it. Foul place.
An empty town.
It's Banefort's town. They say
And
no one
it's
really lives there.
interesting. Did they say how long it's been like that?
As long as anyone knows.
Huh.
If you go beyond the town, there's a large rocky peninsula that leads out to the castle proper. Heavily guarded. Big walls. No way in or out. Hard rock cliffs. No landing spot for a ship. Rough seas.
How tall would you
See.
say the walls are?
Well, there's bridge out to the cliffs, and there's a large gatehouse tower, taller than most castles. And it leads to the fortress itself. Not meant to be a proper castle, but truly to keep no one out from getting out, or in, rather.
Well, we are creative lot. That we'll address that when we get there, I suppose. Is there anything you can tell us about the woods that we should be aware of, like the explorer's path? How would we know how to find that if we wanted to?
Well, there's the only path that I know is straight north, but heard tales of horrible disfigurements and crippling ailments that kill you dead.
You see Eldred
Beast of-
shiver for a second.
We have seen those. They will come as no surprise to us.
If there was
Beasts
a
of all
way,
kinds, living and
there
dead.
was a way to not take the main path. Would any of the explorers happen to have told you of a different path?
The only way is by foot. No ship can sail at Banefort, they say.
Eh.
Ironborn learned that to their chagrin.
Have you or your father come across a particular word that is able to speak to the tree stumps? That somebody would perhaps use to get from one point to the other quite quicker than on foot.
Wince for a moment. Doesn't seem to recognize what you're saying. Stumps. Don't know any stumps.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
Sounded
With
like squints. I don't know any squints.
With my flat insight check 11.
There's only one thing I don't understand is if you're all who you say you are, and he holds up the writ that he hands back to you, and you're doing what you say you're doing. Why did Septon Morch kill himself?
Oh, that old guy?
Could he have been affected by the magics you're describing from the north?
It's true he hasn't been the same since the Septon burned down, but that was long ago. I was only a boy.
Maybe that man was inflicted by a case of madness from what he has seen.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check. See what could possibly drive a religious man to suicide like that.
I think you can definitely do that.
Big old 12.
Sounds like you know some magic that definitely could make someone do that. But you're not sure if that's the case.
Maybe his belief in the Seven has failed him, or failed him before that.
All right. I don't think we should go down this path, but I think that our path forward is clear. We should go north.
I wish I was better at Arcana.
Sir Peckleton,
Not good at
your
studying
information has
religion.
been very helpful to us. You have my gratitude. And
Ben, what information do you speak of? These are just things that we've acquired along the way.
yes, of course.
Alright, I start walking away.
Before we
sir-
go,
One
Before
more
we
thing
go.
I can give you.
Ah.
It's something that House Peckleton has kept for some time, so I would have to ask that you do return it once your job is complete.
Undoubtedly.
He has he pulls out what looks to be like a really old brooch, brass, and it seems to be a shield with stars emblazoned on it, very similar to his, but the colors, it's like it maybe was painted once, but it's definitely worn down. For those that are unflinching, might help disarm your foes.
Unflinching, you say?
Hmm.
If he's offering it, I will reach out for it.
You could definitely take it from him. Are you wearing a shirt?
I mean, I guess not technically.
You could probably use it for like a belt, then I guess. But
Yeah, I'll put on the belt.
You got a
It's a
bandolier,
little-
right?
I like to
Surely.
think he's
It's a
just
little
got a
brooch.
piece of tartan over one shoulder.
Yeah, you surely you have like a leather strap to hold your like weapons and stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, I gotta have something like that. Yeah.
You can shove
that
that.
works. Yeah.
yeah, you can pin that on there. Yeah,
Yeah,
you got a little
yeah.
brooch.
Yeah.
You
One more
must,
thing, Sir
hold
Peck.
it overnight, and it'll show you what to do.
Ooh, attunement item.
Hmm.
Attunement. Sir Peckleton, when your father returns, we need you to give him a message for us. Tell him that Lady Westerling has need of him, and that there may soon be a change in the crag. And Sir Peckleton's presence might be helpful when that change occurs. But he should be careful.
Yeah, we're already
Pass that along.
a day into we got 6 days left on that Gias, boys. Clock is fucking ticking. Although
So yeah,
I don't know if he comes out of it if he's already made steps to fucking betray him. Like,
well, yeah, he may have dug too
he may have
deep.
dug
Like,
too deep where
he
he's
might
like,
not want to help him anymore anyway.
I mean, we did save a little bit of time by going through that fucking portal. So
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
either way, this guy
True.
needs to be replaced, and I think before we all agreed that Sir Peckleton would make the best replacement Castellan.
Yeah,
It's
we're
all
definitely
said and
getting
done.
Majora's Mask, Dawn of the Third Day type vibes from this
Yeah.
fucking Gios thing going though.
We might as well
I think
put
we'd just
Peckleton
be
on
on
notice
the-
that he's about to get a job, you know?
We'd literally just be on second day, though, wouldn't we? Like, we teleported here the same day you get
Oh
us,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah, we got 6
Yeah.
more days.
The
more
moon is still far away yet.
Yeah, still got time to make it to Woodfall, boys, and save a monkey and a Deku. We got plenty. We got all day.
Pinkerton.
Pinkerton.
The
Pinkerton.
You guys have said it right this whole time.
individual that you mentioned earlier, there was someone who was pushed into a well.
Mm.
Who was that?
Oh, that was our new maester, my cow.
Okay. Could
Oh, a new
we
mace.
speak with him while we're here?
Oh no, we had to send him away for assistance who was badly injured.
I see. I see. That's unfortunate.
So dangerous for maesters in this part of the land recently. One falls
Indeed.
down the stairs, one falls down a well.
Yeah, and it
Indeed.
is- it is dangerous for everybody in these parts.
Maester's falling out of the sky like Russian
Would you
oligarchs.
would you leave or could we leave a message with you for your father upon his return?
I just did that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we officially did that or not. I know we wanted to.
I just told him like about the Castellan thing, but if you want to tell him something as well.
No,
Yes.
that's literally it.
Okay.
Yep, he will definitely do that. And if you guys need any sort of provisions or whatever, he can definitely supply them for you.
All right. Yeah, I'll
Yep,
take some
I need
restock. Sure.
yeah. I'm gonna get my camping supplies back up again after we use them to make a claymore.
Well, this guy turned out to be very helpful, and you were going to throw him off a cliff, Vago.
Hey,
He says that out
I
loud.
never told you guys I was gonna throw him off a cliff. Okay.
You said it right in front of me.
Bro, you're about as subtle as a raging bull, all right?
Put it right in front of me.
Well, did I not tell you that there are
Well,
ways to get people to say things that you want them to?
Yeah, you
Come on,
also said
Vago,
you
let's go
happened to
find
kill him
someone you
half
can
the time,
actually
even
kill.
after you died.
Okay, you guys head north?
Yeah.
Let's head
Oh
north.
hell yeah!
Okay, you guys head north into this forest. Rick, are you more than anyone else, but everyone else would follow suit eventually, are uncomfortable. This is a creepy forest.
For sure.
As you walk in and you see some old trees, and it seems like it's almost just been left alone for a long time, which is not necessarily typical in modern Westeros. It just it gives you the creeps a little bit.
I'm gonna
You
give
guys start
Raj.
walking. Do you have a? Oh, go ahead.
I'm just gonna give Raj a snack and some water, and I'm gonna put him back in that dimension because I don't need him getting lost in these woods.
Okay. Raj goes back into his pocket dimension.
I'll be one of the people up front.
Yeah, I was gonna ask because you guys wanna. This is a path gets pretty narrow. It's two abreast at most. In the
I will
forest here. So
stay near the Ebelfirth.
okay.
I can be
Yeah.
near the front for
Yeah.
for sighting purposes, for perception purposes.
I will second line it.
Okay. Ricard, you won't be in any place in particular.
Are we following the tracks? Or
Yeah.
should probably be up front then.
All right, Ricard, you up front.
We can do a 1-2-2.
Works for me.
1, 2, 2. Cool. Yeah, you guys head into the forest. Ricard, you easily pick up the tracks. As they walk right through the forest. And you guys start to head deeper and deeper. It even gets to a point where the forest gets super dense and old, like old growthy feel that you only hear the ocean sometimes. And it's a cliff that's, not even, 150 feet away from you. As you guys continue to move through it, you see just some more animal life than you normally would.
Okay.
It seems like it's really rich, biodiverse, but still, you guys get the heebie-jeebies.
What's the most intelligent creature we have found?
The most intelligent animal that you've come across so
Yeah.
far?
Yeah.
I mean, without like actively like hunting for anything.
Is he like owls?
Well, you guys would not any owls,
Or-
but you would probably see some birds. But I'd say the smartest ones, you'd probably see some small mammals, some chipmunks and squirrels.
All right.
Essentially looks unhunted. Like do they have any fear of humans?
It seems like they're pretty comfortable in their domain. If you guys get too close, they definitely scurry off. And same with birds, they'll fly away. But you guys get the sense that this is you guys are probably one of the few visitors they get. Doesn't seem like regular people travel here.
Just trying
In
to stay
fact,
alert.
you guys would
Back in.
notice that there's a pretty distinct lack of cart tracks, which on this road has been pretty common up until now. I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said there, Eldridge.
I'm just trying to stay alert. Keeping my perception up. Anything coming at us from the sides, I'll leave the front to the lads up front.
Okay, yeah, if you want to roll for some perception checks, if you guys are keeping a keen eye out, I think that makes sense.
Man,
Yeah,
I
I'll do
wish
a
Lupin was
d20
here.
plus 4 from somebody.
Somebody roll for the man.
D20 plus what?
Four.
Four.
4 for 4.
Porto.
Or
Ooh.
4.
por favor.
Ooh.
Very good. So you keep
Yeah.
thinking about how you're expecting your spine to collapse at any moment.
No,
PTSD's got me.
My spine.
If we get
Must-
pretty close further in, I want to try and speak with the animals to a creature that I think would have more of a survey of the land, like probably like a bird or of some sort.
Okay, yeah. You could certainly do that.
Since I see Ricard trying to look around for something, I'll do a perception check as well,
Okay.
just to be aware of our surroundings. Wow, I see everything when I'm not rolling for fucking Eldridge.
Yeah, you would actually probably be able to point out a crow
Yeah,
to
crows are smart.
Ricard, say, hey, there's a crow sitting right there.
Crows are pretty smart.
So I cast Speak with Animals,
Okay.
Oh.
and I hold out a portion of food. I keep feed for a lot of animals in my pack, so maybe
Oh yeah,
some
no, yeah,
nuts or
we've been over your weird collection of food that you keep for animals. Perhaps the flesh of the most obscure beings.
Am I able to speak with this crow?
Sure, yeah.
Hello, my furry friend or feathered friend.
Furry.
Who you calling a furry, motherfucker?
I don't have fur, bitch, and he flies away.
Oh,
What did you say? Oats?
He said food.
food?
Yeah, food. Here you go. And I give him a little bit of just like nuts, and I dangle some dried meat in front of him as a la the carrot.
Kind of gives you the big crow weird look.
I
Hops down.
have a few questions.
What?
I've heard. What was it? There's like a beast here, somewhere.
A beast that can control animals.
I've heard that there's a beast. There's an animal that can control other animals in this area.
Beast. Skin changer.
What is he saying?
Danger.
Skin changer.
Skin changer.
Skin changer.
Oh,
Ah.
skin changer.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Is this skin changer in this direction? Can you point me in the direction?
Where what? Where what?
And
Where what? Where what? Where what? Where what?
And you see its eyes kind of glaze over, and it just goes, no more. And it kind of just immediately gets instantly violent and it starts to peck at you.
I punched the crow. I punched the crow.
Stop
I
punching.
punch it. I'm
That's
punching this crow. I'm
brutal,
punching it into a
dude.
red mist.
You guys immediately can kill this crow. I'm not gonna make you roll
Natural
for this
20 to
crow.
punch the crow into a red mist.
God damn it.
Bro.
You just blast into feathers and organs in blood.
Holy shit, Shen. That was awesome.
I use my reaction to negate any damage he does to the crow.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
I don't think that's how fucking reactions
You want to
work,
take the
bro.
punch?
No, I am using intercept. How
Oh.
much damage do you do?
Does it? I mean, yeah,
Oh wait, you use
it's a
your
crow-
fist
it's a-
primarily.
19. Magical
Alright.
bludgeoning damage.
Alright, well, I don't do that then.
Yeah, it's a crow.
I glare.
Shen is very quick.
I glare at Shen. Glare at him.
What?
It's not the crow's fault.
I have heard about this. Can we not be spied upon through these animals?
They already know we're here. They've probably seen us before we even spoke to that animal.
The crow is trying to attack you. I will
Crow
not
barely
apologize for
bothered
protecting
me.
you.
He does have a soft spot for wildlife, Shem.
I take 3 minutes to dig a little hole for the crow.
You're gonna bury it? It's a red mist.
Yeah, it's mostly just a pulp, but you could bury it if you wanted
still
to.
bury it. You can't
I
eviscerate
punched him inside out.
I will use my camping tools and help dig a little hole for this crow because it reminds me a lot of Raj.
Oh.
Yeah. Do 12 damage to the
You
crow.
definitely can. As you guys take time to do that, you hear a lot of bird noises.
I don't think we have time for this.
And they
We are-
seem to
We
be
need to
just
go.
kind of echoing out further and further from you
We
as
are-
the minutes go.
We are wasting valuable time to bury a stupid crow. We should be moving.
Come on,
Then you
Vago and
move.
Ebelfirth. Let's go.
I continue walking.
I go with Vago.
It was a helpful
I take
bird
my,
to us, and we both have sentiment for something
attack
like
of
this. I
opportunity.
would appreciate it. Hang on,
Exactly.
hang on. I would appreciate it, you two, if you would just give us a moment. We've spent enough time doing other things. We can take a moment for this.
You don't hear that?
My game is dedicated to violence and chaos. We could at least have one quiet moment here.
It's
It'll be
okay.
Our
okay.
enemies are coming, Eldritch. Apologies, but we don't have
Our
time.
enemies will find us when they find us, wherever we will be, Shen.
I'm
You
leaving.
of all people should be more at peace than this.
Take it
I
with
am at
you and
peace.
bury it somewhere else then. We are moving.
But I am not going to let our enemies get an advantage over us because we are becoming sympathetic for one of their agents.
Shen,
I'm going with
it was
Vago.
a bird.
Let them
I'm going
walk.
with Vago.
They're
I'm
gonna
leaving.
they're gonna walk away. It's not like they're gonna run away.
It's true. We
They're
can
not
catch
gonna
it.
run towards the danger because they're fraidy cats.
Free
That's
cats.
enough.
I continue.
That's enough. No more need for conflict amongst us. We don't need to let our enemies find us more weakened than we are.
And again, I take 5 minutes to bury it. Probably, I would assume it only takes 5 minutes.
And 3 minutes turned
I
into
think
5 minutes
between-
real
I
quick,
think
buddy.
between the couple
Does
of
anybody
us, we'll
want to
figure
say
it
a
out.
few words?
Fuck out of here! You're not even here.
I know.
Yeah, you
Might as
guys
well
would
give it a
definitely
eulogy.
hear some of the bird activity as they seem to be distraught all throughout the forest.
I'm going to
you
take
can
one of
hear the
my ball
walking
bearings
coming up.
from my pack that's very shiny and leave it like a little headstone for him.
Can I do a check about what I
It's
would know
dang.
about skin changers?
Yeah, absolutely. You can roll an Arcana check, or a Nature check if you wanted to.
Definitely nature.
Can
check.
I give the help action since we're burying this bird together?
Sure.
Rack both of our brains here.
I would say you would learn different things from the different checks, though.
I
Well-
get a advantage on nature checks in general, so I'm gonna do my nature check.
Oh, word.
Okay.
Word. Would somebody
So,
roll me a d20 plus 3 then?
21
Gotcha.
on nature, bruh.
Yeah. Ooh, dirty 20.
Wow.
On the Arcana.
Okay, so Arcana and Nature. You guys kind of sit there and talk for just a minute or two. And together you would be able to put together some pieces that you know about skin changers, and that they're pretty much all in old stories from the first men in Westeros. Rickar, you would know that they're rumored to still exist north of the wall, as a pretty popular fairy tales and bedtime stories in the north. But they supposedly can change leave their skin and enter the skin of beasts.
I thought Ricard
And
was a
make-
skin changer.
Make those beasts act the way they want. Yeah, Rickar can. I mean, they both have fine familiar, so they're familiar with the concept some sort. But these are truly wild animals, and seems like the most powerful ones can do it to. Who knows how strong of creatures.
Interesting.
So there's potential for the whole forest to be, someone else watching you.
And as you said, Ricard, we've been under watch since the moment we entered. Well, we should catch up with the rest of them then.
You guys could catch up all at the same time as them. Vago and Jin probably just stopped just short of a couple 100 feet away. You can see it's a dense forest, but just as the path turns, you see some red leaves poking out and around. As you know, there's probably a weirwood up not too far away.
The weirwood.
Not like weirwoods.
Sorry, Max. What? The the skin changers. Within um, the old religion.
Yeah, the old gods. Yeah.
The old gods. How would it work again?
Skin changers were definitely part of the old ways, the old religion, warriors for the old first men.
Okay.
There are some that were very powerful that can control lots of different beasts, but they're mostly used as bedtime stories at this point to scare little kids. But there were supposedly a lot of powerful skin changers in the dawn of days. Frequently connected with the children of the forest.
God, it's like scratches something in my brain. Weren't the children of the forest connected to that witch from Fairgarden that we stopped from eating all those kids?
You knew that she was definitely around, probably at the same time as them. She's super old, thousands of years old. And she seemed to have some sort of connection with similar old gods' magic, yeah. Same with the little old lady that we met on top of the hill.
I wonder if the Banefort is using old magic to do the weird flesh monster things. Was the Valyrians before or after the forest children shapeshifter people?
There was probably an overlap of time. The Valyrians were around for thousands of years.
Okay.
And
Doom
the
of
children
Valyria
of the
kind
forest
of necessitated them coming east. So, or west, right?
What's that?
Doom of Valyria necessitated them coming west, which is what drove them to the shores when the children were already gone. No?
I think you might be thinking about the Andal invasion.
You're right. You're correct.
But the children of the forest were they're old magic, but they are pretty from your understanding, the difference between Valyrian magic and magic from children of the forest is mostly what its goal is, but they're both definitely based in blood.
A lot of the old magic is blood magic, it seems like.
Yep. What's
We
one
fed a guy
resource
to a
got
tree
plenty
once.
of?
Yeah, defeat a guy to a tree to break that old lady's curse. That's definitely true.
Yeah. I wonder what we'll have to do to defeat the Banefort then. Alright, well, I guess we're carrying on.
21 on nature, bruh.
Oh hell yeah!
Who knows how strong
Okay,
a creature. You guys proceed forward. You approach and you see in the distance potential for the whole forest to be, someone else watching you. And it looks like there are these big rocks, like on a couple different sides of it, and with these rocks, you can't even see the trunk of the tree. All you can see is the crown and the leaves and the branches. And in between these rocks are like these huge, thorny walls that are just like surrounding this whole weirwood, almost like a fortress. The weirwood look like it's pretty big, but almost like it's been limited a little bit from its branches are a little mushed by these thorn walls. But you can see a couple of the other trees, like all around this weirwood, seem to be decaying and dying and or already dead. And you get some uncomfortable vibes in the forest.
Are we going to continue with our existing perception checks, or do you want us to roll fresh ones if we're keeping an eye out for ambushes and shit here?
I think it's been a while, and you guys have stopped, and if you're kind of resetting. So yeah, if you want to roll some new perception checks, you definitely can.
Okay.
Great, you guys had to stop. I had a nat 20 and everything on that.
You might roll another one, man. Don't worry.
So as far
No,
as
I didn't.
Yeah, you got my
Okay.
4 back.
if this guy starts attacking us, you heard what the guy said. He uses like the animals to like attack, right?
Indeed.
It's probably best we go like make sure that we go after him.
Yeah.
Because then the animals.
But,
Will
go
somebody
after him.
roll me a d20 plus 4?
There.
Can do-
I got it, Evelfer.
Got it.
Jesus.
He's already got it.
9.
Not very good. But with the rest of the roles of the party, you guys can easily communicate with each other that the bird sounds have stopped, and it is almost dead quiet. You can hear the ocean a lot better than you could before. And then you hear a little like tone, and the first second you're not sure what it is, but then you can definitely discern that it is some sort of singing, soft but getting a little bit louder, in words you don't recognize. Rickar and Eldridge would both start to recognize that it is at least words in the old tongue. And you hear it coming directly from the crown of this tree. Sir Ebelfirth, with a 19, you would be able to see a little flash as you hear the sound, a break between the verses of its song. It just leaped from one branch to another, a small humanoid. And then you guys would all hear a sound of there's multiple different large mammal sounds start coming from the forest around you.
We should get
There's-
close to that tree that is encompassed in thorns.
I don't like this.
Before you do, you guys would see some wild boars come flushing out of these trees right next to you. Somehow they've appeared this close.
Ah! Pigs.
Razor tusks.
Piggies.
And then you hear as you hear maybe a bear off in the distance. And then you see pouring down one of these rocks, coming out these the trunk of one of these downed trees, a huge pile of rats.
Ew.
They come pouring in, and when we start up next week, we're gonna start up with initiative, as they seem to be coming straight at you. All these weird-looking critters.
Is Ricard gonna refuse to fight the animals?
I'm going to go around the animals and try and figure out why this is happening.
Yes.
I think that
You might you probably already know why it's happening, or
Lord
how
of
it's happening, rather.
Bainfort seems to have turned the old gods against us.
I think that the Lord of
something to do with them thorns.
I think the Lord of the Bainfort is containing the old gods.
Ah, I guess
And
that's what
then
you guys get for
controlling-
believing in gods and stuff, huh?
Only atheists in a party where everyone gets healed by holy magic every week.
I mean, I kind of am starting to believe because I was doing the pretzel dance and now I'm not.
Oh, buddy, you're all messed up no matter what. All right.
You've been introduced to a few different gods.
I think I did slap Pillow Hands McGodface the other day too.
Haven't you been resurrected by R'hllor as well, Eldritch?
A few different times, I think.
Haven't you hung
He's
out with
got
fucking Mordecai for a little bit?
There's a lot
Yeah.
going
Well, you
on in
got
that
Drowned
brain.
God, you got Lord of Light, you got the Seven, you got Old
You got
Gods.
the
And
old
the-
gods.
And the guy still can't get somebody looking out for him.
Well, so far the Old Gods have just turned you into a pretzel and then also cursed you for breaking guest rights. So they're probably not too high on your tier list
No.
right now.
I never broke guest right.
Oh, you didn't break
I
guest
never
right?
ate that bitch's food.
Yeah, I also never ate that food. Thank God.
No,
I was like,
noticed,
no, that's sus. That shit's sussy.
Rick R and the wet one.
And the
Wet man
sound of
turned serial
seagulls. Sound of seagulls sweeps
Ah!
over the forest.
Oh! Oh!
Everything is wet.
No.
Well, we'll see what you guys do as these animals seem to be coming at you in a hostile manner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna punch him.
Just my favorite.
Punch
I'm
those
gonna-
rats.
I'm gonna punch and kick.
I'm going to slice and
You
Chop.
died?
You're probably gonna throw and jump actually.
throw and jump.
Yeah, you're like a wrestler, right? You like toss people around and then you fucking
Oh.
pile drive them and shit in people's elbow.
Sure.
Pile drive
From the
some
top
rats.
rope.
Yeah, I want to
Oh.
see you pile drive a single rat.
Does Vago shout his moves when he does that stuff? Like this, he yell like pile driver and like
Can't have a finishing
No.
move if you don't announce it.
Fucking
No,
Street
no, Vago doesn't,
hurricane leap.
Vago doesn't call his spots, all right? Vago doesn't call his spots.
RKO!
DDT.
He just stands up on rocks and trees and pounds his chest.